Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Syahada bin Kamal Zaman. We are from Group 1. So our case study title is Electrical Motor Manufacturing Environmental Pollution. So the first part about executive summary that has 5 elements. The first is overview. This report is made to study what are the cause of environmental problem that occur in this Kirloskar electric company of manufacturing electrical motor that affect the community nearby. In that section, in this report will be also discuss on the effect of environmental issue and controversies leading to pollution. Apart from that, this report will also be aimed at resolving pollution that occur in the nearby district. The next is the cause. The blasting spray gun is one of the main cause contributors to air pollution. When the abrasive material come contact with the surface material, the abrasive material break up into the extremely small piece of dust. For example, silica, aluminium, arsenic, copper and other harmful substances. So the next is the effect. When this tiny emission dust particles pollute the air, the effect on the environment can be devastating. Abrasive material and the surface being blasted may contain toxic materials such as lead paint and silica that are hazardous to workers. Next, the controversy. The severe pollution that occur from this company has become a hard problem for the world and for all people around the world. So the community as a whole is concerned due to numerous opinions and remarks made by members of community and even professionals. In this case, air pollution are mainly caused by the influence of blasting spray gun as portrayed in Kirloskar Electric Company, which can lead to many disastrous events such as already mentioned in above statement. So the last is about the solution. The Kirloskar Electric Company does not seem to find a solution if the superiors do not make any necessary change. So one of the best solution that should be done is make plus enclosure. Next part is introduction. As part of a corporate labor trust, Indian Electrical Motor Limited (IEML) is expanding its manufacturing activities in greenfield sites in central India. Large electric motor for railway section are proposed to be manufactured at a location near Indore. Therefore, our team has decided to make a study about the manufacturing of electrical motor. The study will explain in detail because it is very important to understand there are some cause, effect, controversy around and solution of the environmental problem issue. This research is underway to provide an idea to improve the environmental performance of our organization. So, this element should be investigated as interfere with comfort and disrupt the daily routine of consumer, worker and organization. So, the study is suitable to provide information to reader and any authorities to take the initiative resolve this matter. Without further study, this research study will stick to its very clear objective to the educated reader and provide an approach that should be given serious attention if the person in charge really care about people discomfort and show great consideration. So this collected selection can be resolved with the solution in this case study. That's all.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Aiman bin Shamro. My matric number AA200312. Okay, next I will explain about causes of environmental problem. Okay, environmental problem can be caused by many factors, especially in the manufacturing sector. The main cause of environmental pollution in the manufacturing sector is the random blasting spray gun industry, dumping of chemicals either into rivers or into the soil. This can lead to the occurrence of two types of environmental pollution, namely water pollution and soil pollution. These two types of pollution can have a detrimental effect on ecosystem. In addition, Environmental pollution can also be caused by the use of machine or tools capable of producing loud noise. This type of pollution is known as noise pollution. Okay, widespread smoke emission into the air can also produce severe pollution, namely air pollution. Next, all the types of pollution discussed above come from the manufacturing sector. For example, water pollution occurs due to toxicity and poisoning of water. Heavy metals such as lead, mercury, and sulfur used in tin coating and plating are capable of acting as metabolic and respiratory barriers of many organisms. In addition, it can also affect the salinity level of water. As for example, lake or river water may change the salinity level and affect the ecosystem. Next, water pollution is also caused by changes in the acidity level of the water. Soil pollution also has several causes in common with water pollution, such as the dumping of toxic and nuclear materials. Wastes such as oil and toxic substances grown can affect the level of soil fertility and interfere with the freshness of groundwater. Harmful particles can also be absorbed into the soil in the event of contact with land and groundwater and will cause things to get worse. In addition, logging is also one of the main causes of soil pollution. Unplanned and widespread logging can cause soil loosening that may lead to landslides. Okay, lastly, the cause of reason for the occurrence of noise pollution is the use of heavy machinery and factory machines used to process and make materials can disturb the peace of the local community living near the factory. Air pollution also has the same cause as noise pollution because the processes performed by heavy machinery and factory machines produce dust and chemical particles in small size into the air. The above is the main cause of pollution generated from the manufacturing sector. These causes can be seen every day with our naked eyes in the surrounding situation because they are so obvious. Even so, no form of action has been taken to address this issue. That's all for our classes.
Hello, I will present about the effect of environmental pollution. Firstly, about air pollution. Air pollution is the contamination of air due to the presence of substances in the atmosphere that are harmful in the health of humans and other living beings, or cause damage to climate or to materials. Air pollution can cause disease, allergies, and even death to humans. It can also cause harmful to other living organisms such as animal and food crop, and may damage the natural environment or built environment. Air pollution can be caused by both human activities and natural phenomena. Since the engines are consuming fuel and air and create heat in the combustion process, nitrogen from the air can be transformed into nitrogen oxide, which are reddish-brown gases that irritate the lung and eyes. Pollutants emitted directly from vehicles are not the only cause for concerns. Next, about the noise pollution. Noise pollution, commonly referred to as environmental noise or sound pollution, is the spread of noise that have varying effect on human or animal activities, the most of which are to some degrees harmful. Machine, transportation, and propagation system are the primary global source of outdoor noise. Poor urban planning may result in noise pollution or noise disintegration, and adjacent industrial and residential buildings may amplify noise in residential areas. Even while it is not on the line with the air pollution as the environmental risk, traffic noise is nonetheless substantial. Nonetheless, the volume of motorized vehicle crimes into cities add a new dimension to the noise problem. Despite being more prevalent, trucks, buses, and motorbikes produce more noise per unit of area than automobiles do. Traffic noise may increase stress, cause hearing loss, and is at the very least inconvenient and a nuisance, even if it seldom reaches levels that may cause irreversible harms to human health. Next, about the visual pollution. Visual pollution is the apparent degradation or poor visual quality of the surrounding natural and man-made environment. The functioning and enjoyment of the particular location are disrupted by visual pollution, which also limit the capacity of the largest ecological system, which include both people and animals, to develop and thrive there. Although natural sources can also contribute to visual pollution, since humanity's effect on Earth has resulted in massive damage, human sources account for the majority of the problem.
Next, I will explain deeper about controversy around environmental problem. So the first is pollution, no matter in the air, water, or on land, pose huge problems for the world and for all walks of life. Typical causes of air pollution include industrial and manufacturing emissions, burning of fossil fuels, and home and farming chemicals, which affects the health of people, the climate, and water. WHO interactive map shows air pollution levels throughout the world, with the most affected areas in Africa and Asia. In terms of the effect of nature, air pollutants like sulfuric acid mix with moisture in the clouds to create acid rain, which harms trees and animals. This also applies to the soil. As the chemistry of soil changes, creatures that depend on the soil to live may no longer survive. In this case, air pollution are mainly caused by the influence of spray gun as portrayed in Kirloskar Electric Company, which can lead to many disastrous events such as already mentioned on above statement. So next, we're going to talk about the noise pollution. So the noise pollution is an invisible danger. It cannot be seen, but it is present nonetheless, both on land and under the sea. Noise pollution is considered to be any unwanted or disturbing sound that affects the health and well-being of humans and other organisms. Noise pollution impacts millions of people on a daily basis. The most common health problem it causes is noise-induced hearing loss, (NIHL). Exposure to loud noise can also cause high blood pressure, heart disease, sleep disturbances, and stress. This health problem can affect all age groups, especially children. Many children who live near noisy airports or streets have been found to suffer from stress and other problems, such as impairments in memory, attention level, and reading skill. For this case, noise pollution are caused by the heavy machinery used in Kirloskar Electric Company. So if the situation persists without any future improvements, it can lead to many unwanted side effects. Lastly, visual pollution. Visual pollution is an aesthetic issue, referring to the impacts of the pollution that impair one's ability to enjoy a view. Overcrowding and excessive advertising are both causes of visual pollution. In this study, we can conclude that the visual pollution is the most affected pollution based on this case study made on Kirloskar Electric Company. So I will give my presentation to claim and solution. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir Rafiki. My parts video presentation is claim and solution. The major cause of environmental pollution about motor manufacturing, such as air pollution. Most the source of air pollution in Kirloskar Electric Factory are blasting spray gun. These problems will be many workers have shortness of breath and can be death. It also can be cause affect the natural environment and good environment. Not only effect on natural or good, but on human activities also will be blocked. Some of these techniques that can be avoided the occurrence of air pollution, such as blast inclusions, water curtains, and wet blasting. First of all, blast enclosures aim to completely enclose the abrasive blast operations in a box-like structure so that the particle emissions cannot make their way into the air. It is very effective in containing and recovering the particle emissions produced by abrasive blasting. But blasting enclosures may be relatively priced and tend to slow down the overall cleaning process. Next, the control techniques the techniques is water curtains. Water curtains involve installing a series of nozzles along the edge of the structure of surface being blasted. Techniques of water curtains is relatively cost effective and offers an excellent way of reducing harmful particle emissions during the blasting process. The last of control techniques is wet blasting. Wet blasting can come in several different types, such as abrasive blasting, high pressure water blasting, and air and water abrasive blasting. The control techniques works by adding water to the abrasive blasting nozzle to mix the water and abrasive particles. It can be effective in collecting dust emissions. The water used during the blasting process may reduce the rate of surface achieved with dry blasting. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, lastly for the conclusion. In conclusion, the case studies conducted are very important, especially in relation to the environment. This is because to make sure the environment around the company is preserved to avoid any pollution issue while being able to work in a safe and conducive environment. Furthermore, by using the right methodology, it can make all the processes in conducting this case study run smoothly and thoroughly. As a result, the problems for this case can be solved perfectly. Our hope is that the company can plan its work more safely, as we have proposed to ensure that all employees can work in safe conditions while being able to protect the environment from any problems. Okay, that's all for the conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you.